Okay, back another round here. And also, Rosetta will be available once she gets home and get things because she's going to test out a new laptop. I'm going to put that to the ringer. Send her a link so she'll pop in when she's ready. All right. Meanwhile, still waiting for the phone to ring from one of you assholes to say, threatening to dox. I've given them every, reason apparently to hate my guts. No reason to hold back. So we're still waiting for one of these guys to make do on their threat. You got your number. Oh, really? Prove it. There's the phone. Make it make noise. Otherwise, admit you're all lying sacks of shit, just as you've been lying to Indy all along. Because the shit is getting old, okay? It's getting old for my audience. They'd rather get back to doing proper Star Trek content. So come on, guys. Prove to me that you are truly protecting her, that you're keeping her safe. Or just making bullshit excuses to block me out because I might actually get through and talk her some sense into her. Make sure this actually gets somewhere worthwhile. Whoops, wrong one. No, that's the wrong. No, I don't want to. Delete that. That's not what I was after. Well, yes, I would like Indy to come on and chat. No, that's not the point. That requires another one. Let me get this back up here. Live TV, you gotta love it. Let me get that link again. All right. Now, copy that. And then we'll get in here. And again, tag her. There we go. All right. All right. And let's clear out some and also done the bit on that. So quick peek at the notifications. And get that out of the way. So I'm getting tired of this echo in my ear. And all right. So no, I don't need that. I don't need that. There we go. So vamping a bit until I can get my partner in crime in here. We can. But yeah, part of the thing. It's like you people have been, bullying people around, threatening to dox people, just outright threatening to dox people. Use information that these people gave Indy in confidence and threatening to use that against them. You are despicable human beings even for threatening that shit. All right? Indy, why do you not see this? They're not protecting you. They're cutting you off from your audience. You used to love your audience. You said you love your audience. You told OnlyFans to go screw themselves because they were screwed over your audience. What the hell's happening here? Do you not see the changes that have happened over the past 6 months since you had this big revelation that you're trans? Again, I think if you go back, probably who was pushing you in this direction? Who was prodding you to, cut your hair for real? Start doing more femboy stuff. You're real good at femboy stuff. Maybe you really are femboy. Yeah, you're really trans. That's what you think. You're really trans. And then there comes the video. Oh, what's up, bros? Yeah. That's the thing. None of this felt particularly organic, and now we know why. Because it's been manufactured all along. Because up until that point, a lot of it's like, no, you're still, she's a girl. She's still very much a girl. Very much a girly girl. Now, again, if you want to just t-shirts and shorts, fine, whatever, You don't like regular bras? Nobody likes regular bras, okay? Sports bras more comfortable. Go for it. More, And again, I've sent you information on stores down there in LA while you're there. Make that worth your while. Go and get properly fitted. I think a lot of your problems with your tits will go away if you get properly fitted. Most women never get properly fitted for a bra, okay? And they go through life hating their tits because they're not getting the proper support. So how about we take care of that issue, all right? That's been the big thing, how this got in there, because the physical issues you got with those things, okay? But it's like your oh so close and trusted friends are driving away your audience. Aggressively, belligerently driving away your fucking audience. People you have been in friendly contact for years, actually made friends with, they're driving them off. And destroying your reputation in the process. People are like, oh, don't fuck that. That was all an act. She doesn't care about her fans. Fuck her. And again, you posted on your Pornhub channel your early stuff. Where even back then, a lot of your stream was just hanging out with your audience, just chat with them, doing a few things, but mainly just talking to the audience, having fun there. They have totally upended everything you've been building up for the past 10 years. Why do you not see this? At least some of it. At some point, the math has got to break down. This cannot all be my fault. And they're blaming everything except the Ukraine war on me, and they're working on that, I'm pretty sure. So come on, Indy. Pull your head out of your ass. Again, we're talking, I'm sure this is the day they're going to plan their big birthday gangbang for you. And happy thing I'm seeing here is, again, you'll have MC or whatever the fuck she calls herself into there as, on the bottom, getting you up there. And then Richard's going to waltz on in with his micro dick trying to get you in the ass. And then probably Lana with a strap on going down your throat. And not paying attention to what she's doing. And forcing a gag reflection, you throw up right in MC's face. She reflexively backhands your ass out of the way. And hopefully breaking off Richard's dick. That might all be worth it right there. Richard gets a busted dick. Umsy gets possibly blinded, And hopefully you finally wake the fuck up and get the fuck out of there. Before they really start wailing on you, Because I think, I'm sure, you're probably starting to find there's a laugh at that point of thing. They start going up, then big fat Richard with a busted dick's gonna, start wailing on you for real. Not smacking the ass, but smacking your face and smacking everything, And the next video is you looking like you went, a couple rounds with Mike Tyson. So yeah, at this point, there's probably nothing we can do to stop you from doing whatever's going to happen tonight, okay? So all I know is hope you come through it safe, and you do manage to not, be forced to cash in your ticket and stay down there, because I'm sure that's part of the plan. If not this trip, then next. Because they probably got all. Oh, you can move in with Lana. You can live with her. Hadn't she got a nice place? Come on. Again, your brand will completely disappear. And your audience will completely disappear because they're getting tired of dealing with this shit and being blown off in favor of these fucking lying, bullying assholes. Why can't you see this? Okay. Just picked up a follower. Is this someone I'm worried about or another bot? Another bot, looks like. Yeah, they're all getting the same fucking thing here. Fuck me here. Oh, here we go. Never mind. Actually, this looks legit. Okay. Atheist, liberal, progressive, SF writer, everything. Why is he following me? I'm going to leave that alone. But it's also the large part of, I think Indy's like, because the last one you read me the right. If I see you talk about, contact me, I talk to my fans, mention my address, anything about you, I'll be hearing from the police. I'll be filing a restraining order, make you stop stalking me, leave me the fuck alone. Well, I have heard nothing. I have received no papers. I've seen no restraining order. I'm guessing you have had as much luck with the cops as I have. Okay, for the same reason. We're not related. We're not anywhere near the same town. We're a few thousand miles away. It's like, just ignore him if it, probably will go away. Yes, again, this is from my insanely jealous wife who has threatened grievous bodily harm if something did happen between us. Okay. And again, I don't think I'd want to do that anyway because it would ruin the friendship I'm trying to build up here, okay? Videos? Sure. I've been watching videos all along. I find I have to go back to the older and older videos because the new ones, it's like you ain't in it, okay? Your heart is not in it. You're going through the motions because this is what, Mistron and Gene and the others want to see. It's like the rest of it, like, when do we get the girl content back? Okay. There's a comment in your fans things that lose the dick. You're not fooling anybody. Yeah. I wouldn't mind just going back doing some of them oil videos. They're fun. They're simple, straightforward. They're pretty much naked from the beginning. What's not to love? Unless you like 14-year-old femboys. And somehow tits and a pussy are just, oh my God, no. We want I want to see that ass. I want to see, you better stick a dick in front of that too. And again, Richard, if that's your proclivity, then go find a fucking femboy. There's plenty of them out there. Just do a search on Pornhub. There's tons of them. Genuine ones with live dicks and open asses waiting for a fat fuck like you to come along. Leave Indy alone. Go away and take your fucking pervert friends with you. The rest of us will be very happy to finally have Indy back to be able to talk to. I'm getting sick and tired of this shit. All the time you're hearing more about people. No, that's it. We're out of here. We're not renewing the subscription. We're getting that while the getting's good. I mean, apparently she doesn't care about us anymore. She doesn't give a fucking fat ass about us. People she's been for years. For years and years have been talking with friendly other, and she's chucking them out the door for these idiots. Like, Indy, what the fuck hole do they have on you? Because none of this is making a whole lot of sense, okay? The best we can figure is just keeping you stoned, love bombing, like a carpet bomb operation, and throwing money at you. To where that they're the only one, they're really supporting. Yeah, to the point where it's like your regularly being support is drying up, where you're really dependent upon them. And again, everyone's seeing it. The ones that haven't been blocked, they're afraid to speak up because they're afraid of getting blocked. But a lot of people are saying, fuck it, we're out of here. This ain't worth it anymore. We can't talk to her. We're not seeing stuff we want to see. It's all for these idiots' favor. They're calling the shots only femboy. Well, we don't want femboy shit after a while, okay? Once in a while is amusing, but enough is enough. People do not sign on to your channel or your porn thing to look at femboys. If they would, they've been looking for femboys. Like I said, I'm going to, again, because I'm popping in all the time, checking on your status, you're showing up a lot on my suggested feed. But it's all the old stuff, too. Stuff going back, at least a year or so. When you didn't have this big confusion of what the hell you were. Before, Mr. and his bunch really started getting in, working their game. Oh, no caller ID. What do we got here? Let's see. Hello. Whatever. If that's supposed to intimidate you, it didn't work. Because no caller ID, that could have been anybody. It could have been the cops from up in Seattle, because they come through no caller ID. Yeah. But they talk. Had a nice long conversation with a detective up there and said, yeah, I think he believed the whole thing. But yeah, you seem generally concerned, but you're dancing on the edge here, so you better watch it. Now, get out of it. But again, they talk. This guy hung up on the thing, so I'm going to assume nothing because nothing came out of it. So if there's one of you assholes trying to get through, well, you might want to say something. Otherwise, fuck you. Yeah. But for the most part, I'm taking that as nothing. Interesting. Getting into a lot of restoration videos. Where they take some rusted up old gun and clean up as best they can. And this one here's about an old World War I dagger. That could be fun to look at later. And and these are things. There's a lot of stuff like whatever. I got serious problems here. Like trying to get your ass out of this situation. Because then this has gone so far beyond stupid. It's not even funny. Okay. Now again, it would be fucking hilarious if you end up throwing up on one of these idiots' faces because they forced a gag reflex and slapping you out of the way. You bust off Richard's dick because he's all of his 1 inch deep, and it's like and then all hell breaks loose. That might be worth it just to have that bit of carnage going on because like I said, probably be blinded. Richard would be of the broken dick. Lana probably traumatized, and hopefully you get out of there before you get the shit beat out of you there. And hopefully waking up to think this is bullshit. It's like real dolls would get treated with more respect than what they're going to be doing to you, okay? So come on, Indy. Wake the fuck up, okay? Don't let this go any further than it already has, all right? I'm sure someone's gonna get a link here. See, here's your girlfriend. We're fucking her 6 ways on Tuesday. And of course, because they're not capable of actually loving somebody, they're misreading everything. Like I said, they're pushing the thing. You chop your tits off, he'll go away. He only wants girl, and I want Indy. Okay. I prefer she not be disfigured permanently for no good reason. But I'm not abandoning her even with that, okay? Like I said, after this whole shit, then that would be just the ultimate, that's it. There's no going back now. All you got is old content there because nobody wants to see that shit, okay? There aren't enough real sick perverts out there that like to see just big old mastectomy scars on their porn, okay? And with everything gone on there, they're not going to have enough skin to be able to do a reconstruction if you feel like getting something back. And then, you get people get kind of phantom limb syndrome with they lose a breast. And and again, a lot of them are the detransitioners. Where I set the picture up there, the one with Shanae, where she told the picture, and her big problem is like. It's totally numb because they destroyed the nerve endings on there. She can't feel anything on there. It's a miracle she still has her nipples. She's got little bitty nipples. You got the big ones. They're going to fuck those up. They are. And again, that was one of your conditions of getting the thing, is them being able to keep the nipples properly. And then that's not going to happen. Okay? They will mangle those, even trying to keep them. They're going to chop them down to maybe the size of a quarter, and maybe they'll take in the new location. Maybe they won't, but they will fuck them up. So as far as that goes, I'd recommend sticking with the binder until this whole thing is sorted out. And again, sorry, Richard, but it's not a matter of fucking money. Because at least up until now, she's got the money. If it was just a matter of money, she'd have taken care of it a long time ago. And the fact that you think, well, I'll pay for it. Fuck you. It's not a matter of goddamn money. What is wrong with you? We're the same part of the brain that you think you can turn a 28-year-old woman into a 14-year-old boy for your sick pleasures. Man, I'm wondering who the hell is actually the ringleader here, okay? Not that it matters much because they're all dancing the same fucked up tune. I mean, is it Mistron pulling the shots here, or is it you, or is it? I'm seeing that they're all kind of vying for position here. Who's going to be the top pervert? And not that it really matters again, because it's all the same difference. Indy's getting ripped apart. I mean, what's it going to take to finally realize they do not care about you? They care about what you can do for them. How they can use you. They don't give a shit about you. And once they're through with you, you will be tossed aside like a fucking used candy wrapper. I mean, the number of us out here on the other side of the wall who are not abandoning you, the ranks are getting a little thin here. But again, people, those of you who want to help out here, I think it's proven. Nothing is happening here, okay? I've not gotten a single threatening phone call. I've gotten like a couple of spam things trying to get me signed up, and then that one no caller ID, but he hung up immediately. It's like, what the fuck? I get those all the time too. I'm not even getting a mouth breather here. Come on, You guys want to intimidate me? Actually do something. Show some balls, fuckheads. Not like I've given you any reason to be nice to me. So come on. You want to fuck with me? Bring it on. You think you got my number? Fucking prove it. Call me. Call me. Stay on the line longer to say something nasty. Oh, look what we got here. No caller ID again. What do we got here? Hello. You think you got my number? Fucking prove it. Call me. Well, what do you know? Someone actually came through with it. Gee, someone's got some balls over there. Not that they said anything. I'm still showing this bullshit. Good again. So you got my number. Big fucking whoopee. I'm not impressed. And again, Indy, are these the people you want as friends? That they're willing to do this shit to one of your fans and followers? Do you give a shit about your audience anymore? Yeah, let's see. Up here. They're feeling betrayed here, and they're being betrayed by your mods and now by you. So come on. Time to pull on your big girl shorts and kick these guys to the fucking curb. They are not helping you. Let's take a look at this here. Yeah. Now, come on. If that's the best you assholes got. So let's have it. How much are you willing to let these guys burn down around your ears before you finally realize they're not your friends, they're not your family, they don't give a shit about you, they're going to burn down everything around you to keep their hold on you? Yeah. Yeah, oh God, let's call the National Guard. Someone got my number. Yeah, it's not like I'm fucking hiding. I mean, that's the best you got. That's pretty weak sauce there, okay? So come on. I mean, some brave soul actually had the nuts to dial up the number. Okay? So come on. Did I strike a fucking nerve? Like I said, I'm not in this short haul. I'm not going in this. She said something. No, I'm not going away. Period. Okay. Not until she's safe, and even then, make sure she stays safe from you assholes. Come on. Do I look scared? So let's see. Yeah, well, it took about 20 some minutes for someone finally fucking stepped up. Yeah. Yeah. Guess what? You know what you guys just did by doing that stunt? You just showed they cannot trust Indy anymore because they got access to the information they gave to her in private and in confidence. So now guess what? You have now destroyed any trust she had in her audience with that one move. Congratulations. Indy, kick these guys to the fucking curb. Look what these gasholes just did. They've shown they gave you information about their personal numbers and stuff, and now they can't trust you. That was the last gasp of your reputation, and these guys just trashed it. So, folks, like I said, give some information. Again, I'll keep your names out of it so they don't know who to blame on this one. But yeah, give me some stories here. I'll put them up here and we'll try and get her to wake the fuck up. But from now, with that little stunt there, yeah, that means they can get your information and they'll dox anybody. They will trash anybody. And what kind of reason they got to stick around now? Watch those numbers take a nosedive. Yeah. What possible defense can you have for these guys now? They just attacked me. And the one they go after me, they'll go after anybody else because I'm speaking out again. They'll certainly tell anybody else who is not speaking up. Do you think they're going to, hold back on that? No. It's now all that war on your audience by your fucking mods. What part of this says friend to you? They are not your friends. They're your owners now. They're your slave masters. And they don't want anybody else having a say in what, having a word with you if not approved by them. Wake the fuck up. Because again, with one phone call there and not even say anything, just till I can hear my own thing in the background. With that one thing, they've just destroyed any credibility you have. Anything you built up, your reputation is now shit. Are you happy now, Indy? Are these the kind of people you want representing you? Look what they've done. Your numbers are tanking, and now they just showed you cannot be trusted with the information they gave you in confidence. So which is it now? Is something going to finally wake up in here that you're saying how much you love your audience, how they love your fans? Well, that just got trashed. You just showed your fans are not safe from your mods. So which is it, Indy? At what point do you finally wake the fuck up and realize what vipers you've invited into your home and into your life? What's it going to take? So again, I'm going to put this back up here. They can't trust you now. We don't know what these guys got on anybody else. And these are people you talked to for many years. And you've talked and sent them stuff, but they've got you've got their number and address and everything else. And now they can't trust you. Because they sure as fuck can't trust their mods. Because they've actually openly threatened to start doxing people if they dare step out of line. They are running this like a cult. And you run afoul of the cult thing, you're a heretic. You're going to get burned. Look what is happening to you. God damn it, wake the fuck up. Getting ridiculous here. What is it going to take to get through to you? So again, like I said, if that's your idea of intimidation, asshole, you failed miserably. All you did was just blow your own case wide open. Oh, yeah, we're going to get... Yeah, now you just showed nobody can be trusted now in this. You've shown that nobody is safe in that audience, so why should they stick around? And again, part of the plan. Make her totally dependent on you. Is that what you set out to do, Indy? Yeah, let's hope you don't end up, again, it doesn't take you being dumped on the emergency room thing and wind up on a slab somewhere. Where I do end up having to send these out just to identify the body. We told you this is fucking serious. Guess what? It is fucking serious here now. And again, the whole charge is I have not doxed anybody. I have not threatened to call anybody. Except for, again, the targeted few. Like, I get information on you assholes? Yeah, you're going down. Get you away from her. And let your wives know what you're fucking doing, perving over a porn star to this extent. You're running her life. I'm not trying to take control. I'm trying to get her to regain her fucking life here. Yeah. That's the thing. It's like they've had you almost perpetually stoned for 6 months. No wonder they snuck in and you didn't see it coming. But we're telling you, it's here. These guys have got in there. Yeah, the dumb stunt there. Yeah, what fucking, Oh, gee. Oh, no, I can hear the background. They didn't say a damn thing. Those will scare him. Fuck you. I'm not scared at all. This just makes me more fucking determined that you are now fucking dangerous. Indy, these are not your friends. This proves it. Friends would not do this shit. Friends don't start blocking this shit on their little say-so. In this context, friends will be helping you build your channel, not tear it down around your fucking ears. Not drive away your fan base. Make you start blocking your audience over and over again. There we go. Yeah, no, I didn't even get heavy breathing out of it. It was just no longer to hear me yelling in the background on the computer. So yeah, I know you're watching. But again, if that's your idea of intimidation, you failed miserably. I mean, it works fine on a 28-year-old, porn star with anxiety issues at the wazoo. Not me, asshole. This just makes me more determined. You guys are fucking psychopaths. We need to get her away from you. Because think about it, Andy, the moment you step out of line, what do you think they're going to do to you? Especially when you're right there in their fucking presence. Again, I'm sure they've got this, birthday gangbang plan for you. This is going to be your party. What happens if something gets a little weird? Lana gets a little out of control again with the strap on. Or your surprise guest, trying to go up your ass, re-aggravates that injury. And suddenly it's no longer a little bleeding. Now it's profound bleeding. Yeah, let's see how you defend that. That one of your asshole friends actually called me and let me, Which means, yeah, they got information from you that you really shouldn't be giving out. Privileged information is no longer privileged. You cannot be trusted. Because your mods definitely cannot be trusted. They've weaponized this whole thing. They've made it quite clear. They will go after whoever steps out of line. They'll block you. They'll dox you. They get information. They're after you. So why the fuck should anybody stick around at this point? What do we got here? I think that's for something. Yeah, it's that again. I'm going to do a little replete here of my mega postings for the day. I'm going to just go and pull this up here, and we'll go through it. And I'm putting it on from my post, so I'm not doxing anybody. But this is stuff that I've been shared with me of what's coming through and what's going on the other side of the lines here. And I think I was answering the question, the previous thing, the people are getting sick, and how much is coming from, and the threats are how much coming from you, how much coming from your mods. And I said, that's the problem. There, people started to think Indy and the groomers are the same thing. Most think they speak for Indy now. I mean, never goes against anything they say or call them out or anything. They're a free pass. If they're seeing, the fans are seeing this, and they know they can't stop them. We need a sign from the Indy. You're still in there somewhere. I've been talking to people all day, but the point is getting nowhere unless Indy blocks these MC and all their accounts. People won't have anything directed. They're not going to come over because again, you just proved the information cannot be trusted. You've given these guys privileged information they have no business having. Stuff that was given to you in confidence. Friend to friend. Well, they're showing you have no friends now. You've got your handlers, and then the audience is just leaving in droves now. That's it. They feel there's an axe over their head and show themselves anyway, she'll be doxxed. They'll be doxxed. They don't believe they can trust you anymore. They're talking about leaving. All of them are mad that they even trusted you in the first place. The only way you can prove that you care is to bust these, kick them out, boot them out. And again, it's going to take a while to earn back anybody's trust now. Especially after this little stunt, guys. Congratulations. And think about, again, what the fuck happened to you, Indy? You were not like this just a year ago. What the fuck happened? For God's sakes, this is getting stupid. And again, it's like, not a hard choice. Handful of liars and bullies are your loyal fans of years and your brand. Only you can choose. We're hoping you choose the fans for your loyal support, but now, forget it. We can't do that, You got to get rid of these guys. So what's it going to be? Your hundreds of dedicated fans who've gotten you to this point and gotten you through a lot of shit, or your 6 bullying friends who are driving everyone away and destroying everything you built up. So yeah, happy birthday, Indy. And again, I run your older videos quite a bit. Yeah, somehow it's all going to be my fault somehow. They're still going to blame this on me somehow. Like I said, it's like I'm being blamed for everything but the Ukraine. Let me get through that. It's like, come on, Indy, you're smarter than this. Or have they gotten you that doped up that you're getting stupid on top of everything else? Well, and I don't know how much lube they dumped on the thing, but again, she apparently it was a big one. They went crazy. There was some bleeding involved, and they're all laughing about it. I can tell you what, on an actual professional porno shoot, there's like, no, that's no more. You're done. We're bringing a stunt ass for that for the close-ups, but you're done with anal because we got to let you heal first at least and get your work, looked over by a doctor. That's a, I mean, she's been doing lots of anal for a long time now. They've got her on that, right? But still, it's like you got to, unless they did a lot of warm up going up to this and figured, no, you got to build back up on that. You can't just go at it like, oh, she took a bigger one yesterday. That was yesterday. Today's a new day. And that's the other thing. She used to do more anal back in the day, but when this recently, she hadn't done anal for a while on this recent bout. And her ass was sore for like 3 or 4 days afterwards. It had been so long. That should have been a warning sign right there. But to be fair, I've never seen her wetter than when she does anal. She's gushing after that. So. Yeah, they're at least that's a professional suit. It's still skeezy as hell, but at least there's actual professionals involved and certain rules are in place. But again, what is it going to take, Indy? These guys just proved you cannot be trusted now. They now have access to privileged information that people gave you in confidence. You can no longer be trusted. Certainly not as long as these assholes are running right over this. As long as they're calling the shots and they're running stuff and they're mods and they have access, you cannot be trusted. You've given these guys access to the nuclear launch codes and they're dancing on the button. Your relationship with your audience has now been utterly destroyed with that one phone call. I may clip that part right there and say, yep, see. Some of us will stick around for the pick up pieces, but the rest of you run for your lives. That's it. It's over. Like I said, there's some of us will stick around just to try and salvage you, the person, because we care about you, the person. But if you were here because it was a fun time interacting with Indy and being a part of it, welcoming, interacting, that's gone. That has now been nuked. Congratulations, whoever did that. Oh, that's something else. YouTube comment about one of the deconditioners I've been following. Her voice got trashed from testosterone. It's come back a ways, and someone I point out in the comments. Now, it's come out a way. There's women with naturally deeper voices than you, so you're doing fine. Think of it as a battle scar. You've come through the other side, and you're still walking. And again, Indy, I don't want to add you to that list. I mean, right now, all you've done is cut your hair and started wearing, baggy clothes. But even then, there's a lot of stuff like that's not boy stuff. Okay, that's still very girly stuff. There's still some of you in there trying to, work your way out. But yeah, it's like someone trying to intimidate me. You just totally destroyed the narrative that you guys can be trusted. You can't. You're now showing you backing up everything about your threat, about weaponizing what information that you got your hands on. You've shown, Indy, your audience is now at risk because of your fucking mods. And you can no longer be trusted. I don't like saying that, but that's the facts. You've destroyed, or these guys have now totally destroyed whatever trust you may have had left in your audience. The fact that you let them get away with this shit shows you cannot be trusted. Because you're throwing everyone else under the fucking bus. So yeah, people, if you have any concern about it, yeah, here we go. So guys, if you shared stuff with her before, and yep, like I said, you got a few of us hardcores to stick around to the end here and try and pick up the pieces, but for now, get out. Get the fuck out now before they start going after you. We'll let you know when it's time to come back. But now it's like, now's the time. This is the evacuation order. Time to get the hell out of Dodge. Let the thing crash and burn, because that's all it's going to take to finally wake her the fuck up. It's got to all come crashing down to nothing. Yeah, Indy, have fun when the numbers finally drop down to like a dozen people total, including them. Let's see if they really can support you to the tune you're used to. Or this part of the whole plan too. Get to the point where the only support them is you, and now you can't afford your apartment in Seattle. You're gonna have to leave them and come right back. No, you don't. I'll count that right now. You go back home for a while. I'm sure your folks still have your room. You get back there, take your dogs and all the shit you want to hold on to. Get the hell back there. Again, does a stalker advocate going back to your family? Getting your fucking safe and getting back in an even keel? Think. You've had stalker. You've got a stalker now for real. Ain't it? I'm trying to keep you fucking safe, and this is failing miserably. Like I said, these guys just destroyed whatever credibility you have left. With that one stunt. See, we got you. All right, fine, fuck you. You just showed Indy can no longer be trusted with the information. So now the answer to the question: whatever happened to Indigo White? She flushed her toilet, flushed her career down the toilet because of a few fucking perverts got in, latched onto her, twisted her mind around, and she just told her entire audience to go fuck off and die. Her little pervert friends are gonna intimidate and dox anybody who gets in their way. To hell with what's going on here. Yeah. Like I said, guys, like I said, at this point, all I can navigate is get the hell out. Bail on her now, because it's lost. Okay? Let's see. Let's look at the... here we go. And welcome to the destruction.
Destruction?
Well, apparently one of the little bozos actually called my bluff and no caller ID. Once they just hung up, but the second time they stuck on long enough to hear me in the background on the computer, but still didn't say anything. Thing is, the net result of that is, guess what? You just proved that information that Indy gave, information they gave Indy in confidence, is no longer safe. So they'll threaten, to destroy, go after anybody. Guess what? So now it's the thing. Anybody who gave her information, who shared things with her, phone number, address, whatever else, I know that some that have, get out now. Time to bail out. Because that's probably the only thing that's going to wake her the fuck up at this point, other than getting the shit kicked out of her. I'm sure it's going to be her birthday gangbang tonight. It's just, it's going to have to be just get the hell out. Crash this thing into the fucking sun. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like, she's already got, the bong there. It would not be much to just spike the pot with something nasty. If they finally want to dispose of you, Indy, it would be very easy to, oh dear, another OD shows up on the doorstep of ER somewhere. And I'm sending this thing out for real to identify the body.
So this is how your day is, huh?
This is how my day is, yeah. Like I said, welcome back to the Indy Dystrophy Labor Day Telethon. Yeah.
To all my haters who keep wishing ill on me, I have a brand new laptop and computer.
Yes.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Yeah, again, Indy, I never doxed anybody. Show me anything where I doxed anybody. I showed you were doxed and reported the asshole. So did Rosetta over here. But your mods, it's all fake. How is it fake? You read the fucking text for yourself. I did exactly where you live. with the pay her a visit. Now, and that post is still there, which means you haven't done a goddamn thing about it. Because I think if you had chimed in, they'd have knocked his ass out. But again, with that one little stunt you idiots did, guess what? You just proved that Indy can no longer be trusted. For whatever reason, you guys have gotten her to give you information that was privileged. And now nobody is safe. Her audience, her fans that she said she loved so much, now you're trash now. You're all vulnerable. So guys, head for the hills. We'll let you know when it's safe to come back. But for right now, save yourselves. Get the hell out. Okay, let's see. Look at her Fansly numbers here. Right now I'm showing 300. I'm sure that number was higher yesterday. 305.6 thousand. I'm sure that was higher. I think that was, so these numbers are taking a hit. And yeah, I'm beginning to wonder that might be next. And again, I'm thinking, if they pull the thing of like, you got to cash in that ticket. You can't leave. He knows where you live. We got to keep you here and keep you safe. It's like that's when the trap is closing in. Now, Pornhub, I'm showing 914,000 subscribers. That hasn't changed much, but I don't know how often they update that. I know her ranking has dropped. Her yearly rank has dropped to 40. It was 38 a couple weeks ago. And all the other numbers are, 51 for, weekly rank 49, monthly rank 51, last month 51. It's like numbers are going down. And I know that's a paycheck. So when your rank starts dropping, I'm pretty sure that affects how much you get paid. And a lot of people are also saying they're not renewing their Fansly subscriptions. When that goes up, they're gone. So that's another paycheck taking a hit. But seriously, Indy, think. Well, again, just a couple of no caller ID phone calls. They've destroyed what was left of your reputation. It was taking a hit before. Now it's gone. They have shown you cannot be trusted anymore. And you had an audience that trusted you implicitly with stuff. With various things. Yeah, that's another thing. They've been pushing really hard on the anal thing. Again, what happens? You get a major injury there. Because that's one of the things when I was asking Nikki about, about at what point it said if it's heavy bleeding, it's an emergency. It doesn't take much, because again, we're talking pretty delicate tissue. That's why you got to use a ton of lube. And while here, it's like, when Lana went a little crazy and got some bleeding, that you guess what? You're already injured. If they're going to push him more, they're going to re-aggravate that injury. And are they going to have enough sense to call the ER or call it an ambulance to get you to the nearest hospital? Or are they going to let you lay there bleeding out while they panic? Like, what do we do? What do we do?
If they don't just go, oh well, it's liability now.
Yeah, and then and again, I think a good chance if they do get you in time, it'll just be dumped in the emergency room, and they're not going to be around. Is that's what it's going to take? You winding up in the ER, or worse? Do they dump you out in the vicinity of a hospital and hope the hell you stagger there in time before you bleed out? And don't give me that, that's not going to happen. It's happening. Like I said, if they start doing that, again, the second they said this, you got to cash in the ticket and stay down here with us so we can protect you, get out. Get the fuck out. That is your signal right there that, that the trap is now closing. They're talking about what kind of stream you want to do when you get back. If they let you get back. Yeah, because, I mean, I lost 6 to 8 inches of lower intestine because of ruptured appendix, You really want to go through life with a colostomy bag, Indy, because your rectum got torn up so badly? These guys do not care. They only care about what they can do to you or get you to do for them. They do not care for you. They do not love you. They're not your friends. They're sure as hell not being proper moderators. They're destroying your brand, driving away your audience. What kind of moderator does that? Now, let me see if we can do a rundown of what they've been threatening to do to anybody who dares try to side with me and bring cut. If there's any kind of thing about me doing, let me know what's going on, because I'm wanting to get some more voices in here than just me ranting and raving. Actually, get some video, get some, even just audio. People, come on, tell me your stories. Now, let me get back a bit here.
Consider me your middle ground person to be.
Yeah, she's the moderator. She's the one, the voice of reason here. But it's like, let's go through here and pull up here and how I related it on here. Let's pull this up here. The very thin skin wall becomes so ripped through the poop. Yeah, that's why it's serious. Because of what the rectum and lower intestine carry. It's waste. The purpose of the lower intestine is really to remove the water from it as it comes out of the small intestine. And so when you're not constantly, because like I said, I lost 6 to 8 inches, and I'm pretty much in a perpetual state of diarrhea as a result, because there's less intestine there to remove the water, so it's always going to be a little bit goopy unless I really sit on it. But then it's a matter of once I start doing that, I start doing monster turds. That's enough of my problems.
Did not need to know that.
We don't need to go there. So let's just pull this up here. And again, going to the category of more birthday wishes. Been chatting a little with the new guy that got blamed for being you, telling him how perfect Indy used to be. She was literally the perfect woman. Kind, honest, sweet, good sense of humor. Totally different how she is now. Asked why I let this happen to her. Don't know how to answer him. I didn't see it coming. We should have stopped him at the start. People are being told it's not a Bob account now, but nobody's going to have anything to do with him because he went on my YouTube. Indy said he's blocked for life. Being friends with me and having anything to do with me is disloyal to Indy, and we're mass blocked by all. And the musical question, what the fuck happened to you, Indy? Again, this was not you. What the hell happened here? I think we started with today's here with them. But, the dispatch, and those who genuinely love you, been reassuring people that UMSI is full of shit and doesn't have anything to have told. Well, again, you just proved that wrong by my phone call, assholes, So you just proved you're psychopaths and Indy can't be trusted with information now. On offense, it wasn't true. Indy would have blocked her and said publicly she's blocked and has not given the information, but Indy wasn't, But Indy hasn't. Most seem to think at the end of the roller coaster now. They've been around for many years, always been kind, and have nothing but love and respect for Indy now. But now it's time for Indy to return the love and respect to the fans. Block these few people who are making it a place the fans don't want to be. They bully, threaten, intimidate us for fun. Now a new loud voice has started. More than one account she has 3 active accounts we know of. More than one account having to go at anyone that doesn't agree with her lies. We all see their account, is followed by mostly all the people bullying the fans, so we know she's one of them. In fact, it's actually, I'm seeing another name. All we want is to get back to how it used to be. All the chatting on Twitter and stream full of members chat, not the same few people talking. Not fans being told how their DMs get ignored, but this special group never gets ignored, how they get special cum shows and us fans can't watch. If this is true, us fans never really meant anything to Indy. If it's a lie, block them for all causing trouble and telling lies about you. If one of us fans did anything close to the crap they're saying, we would have been blocked without even talking to us. You've done this countless times to people. But you just turn a blind eye to all the things they're doing. Just because you think they're friends doesn't mean they can do whatever they want. We came for you, Indy. We've been leaving and will continue to leave because of them. Not a hard choice. A handful of liars and bullies or your loyal fans for years and your brand. Only you can choose. We can hope you show us fans or loyal support over the years means something to you. Please, my friend, get rid of this group and let's get back to being a family. And here's what my thing. So what's it going to be, Indy? Your hundreds of dedicated fans who've gotten to this point and gotten you through a lot of shit, or your 6 bullying friends who are driving everyone away and destroying everything you've built up. This is where we're at. Could be. Again, no one said a damn thing. And of course, the caller ID was blocked. There's no caller ID, and but they held long enough to hear me ranting on the other end on their delayed feed. So again, you think you're intimidating me? You just shot your wad right there, guys. You just put you showed everyone else. We're no longer safe. We're out of here. Watch those numbers tumble now. And again, I'm saying, guys, out. Get out now where you can. Now, let's see. Because they're talking about how I'm driving. What the hell do you think you guys are doing, okay? You are destroying the relationship she had with her audience, which was a good one. It was a big draw. Her relationship with her audience, so back and forth. Being able to talk to her and get honest, and get to know the person somewhat. You've destroyed that now. You've got an Indy to give you information that was privileged and private. You proud of yourselves? You think you're the big guys now? Because you're going to drive away any audience she had. You just grilled up the cash cow for burgers. So, what is Indy worth to you now? You've just totally torpedoed, her reputation completely with that one fucking phone call. Actually, probably 2, because it went earlier but didn't say anything. Just boom, hung up. I'm supposed to be intimidated by no caller ID? Come on. I get spam calls every goddamn day. And again, what happens if she does have that big, massive break you can threaten anybody with? Are you prepared to deal with that? Are you ready for her to make a total psychotic break again? Become totally dissociative again? Or he's going to bundle up and may drop her off at her sister's, Or get her back on that return flight to Seattle and let, somebody up there worry about her. I'll tell you one thing, her team of therapists have utterly failed in not catching this, okay? So that's another thing, Indy. Fire all your therapists. They fucked up bad, okay? They should have seen this coming. But yeah, those affirmation, you can't contradict anything. They think they're male. They're male. Well, guess what? You got groomed and your therapist endorsed it, basically. And again, I don't care which one called, okay? Just that one phone call, you totally trashed it. You have trashed whatever was left of her reputation. Because that was one thing, that people were relying on, that we could trust her. But no, now we can't even do that. So again, everybody out there, if you're concerned about, if you get certain information with her and you're concerned about it, get the fuck out. Just abandon it. Drop it. Unfollow her immediately. Block her if need be. Block everybody. Especially block those fucking mods. Block every one of those motherfuckers. In fact, I think I'll pull up the list here. Let's see. Gonna pull up a list here, folks, to block. I think maybe just. What was that? Put a like on that. Okay. Let's see. Give a big on list of stuff on this one. I'll go through that. Here we go. Look, folks, let me pull that down. These are the key villains in all this, or useful idiots. Block every one of these motherfuckers. Don't let them see what you're doing. Get rid of them. Block them all. Indy, get rid of all these idiots. They are tearing you down. They destroyed what you had. It's in the chat. I know, but I don't know if the chat's going to translate over when this thing hits. But when this finally gets posted for for permanent. But these are the guys who are running it. So let's pull that up here. Yeah. You have officially destroyed what she built up. I'll put this back up here. Block every one of these motherfuckers. 3 of them are there's one thing, there's a second one, and there's a third one. That's just her right there. And resist calling her because she's a trans, so I think she's probably packing still. But the big ones up here, Duke, Richard, Miss Strawn. These are the 3 biggies right there. Vincent is he's an idiot too. D-Rick, I don't think he's in it. He describes himself as autistic, but he's along for the ride. He's certainly supportive of anything that goes on. Lana's a fucking psychopath. This is Jeff O'Coon. He's in on it. When they did their little private confab.
Lana's a bigot. I've looked through her feed.
Yeah. Which one's Dick? No, Gene Gabris. That's Richard. That's Mr. Femboy. That's the one willing to pay for a top surgery, thinking it's all just about her money. You're hesitant to chop off valued body parts. Oh, I'll pay for that. Sicko. Pull this up here. Yeah. I don't know. Who the hell knows what her family thinks about that? Because it took a while for her parents to at least be okay with what she does. But again, that was different circumstances. She was alone. She was doing herself. She was safe. She was working solo. Under that circumstance, yeah, I think the dad just rationalize it as just an online model and gets a little risque. She's a grown adult. Nothing to do about it. This is a whole nother ball game. And like the Gatlin brothers said, it don't matter at all where you played before. California's a brand new game. So let's put this back up here. Block every one of these motherfuckers. If they're not a direct part of the problem, they're helping. Get these guys out of it. Do not let them block them. Indy, block every one of these motherfuckers because they're the ones tearing you down right now. Like I said, with that one stunt there, they just destroyed your credibility and your reputation. I don't know if it can be built back at this point. And that's one reason why doing these videos, because you can ignore the text. You can't ignore this. Mistron can't come in here and spin it. Oh, this is all your fault. Fuck you. They called me. And yeah, I've been calling out for the past couple of days. Come on, prove it. Well, you just proved it. All right, guess what? You just proved you can't be trusted with anything. That you're surrounded by fucking psychopaths that will deliberately target your audience with information they gave you in confidence. Whether maliciously or not, you can no longer be trusted with personal information. People can't go to you now trying asking for advice on how to get through things or trying to deal with their anxieties. Because that can be turned right over to one of your psychopathic mods and used as a weapon. Is this starting to sink in finally? Because again, this one little stunt, guess what? You just totally blew apart the brand and reputation of Indigo White. Congratulations. It was burning down already. You just fucking nuked it. So again, Indy, Get your ass back home. I don't know if there is any stopping, what's going to happen tonight for your celebration of your birthday, but if there is, get the fuck out of it. These guys have totally trashed what you've built up to this point. And the guys who are going to throw some party are the ones who did it. Deliberately. You got to get out of this here, boys. Maybe we can salvage something out of this. But you got to get out of these. Block these ass. Every one of these. Block every goddamn one of them. Kick them out. By the end of the day, they should no longer be your moderators. Get them off your website. Get them off of Fansly. Get them off of YouTube. Get rid of them. I don't know how much more I can rant on this one, but it's like, God damn it, what the fuck has happened to you? You were not like this even just 6 months ago. Like I said, these are the assholes right here. Block them. Every one of them. Indy, get rid of them. Every fucking one of them. Have nothing more to do with these assholes. They have single-handedly trashed your entire brand with one stupid stunt. Been building this point. Fuck it. Your brand means nothing now. Your reputation is trashed. People can no longer trust you because they don't know if they tell you something, it's going to be handed over to them and used as a weapon against them. Are you finally starting to realize what kind of shit you're in now? You have aligned yourself with fucking psychopaths. Okay. This looks legit. Back in a second.
Meanwhile, I'm just going to sketch because I'm here because I care about people generally. I don't want to get ultra involved in stuff because I know what it's like to go through this shit. But how far am I supposed to sit quiet?
A Medicare call.
When everything is obviously shady as. So,
this is
give a
beyond
little
shady.
bit of a perspective on.
Yeah, okay. A little cheesecake always helps.
Trying to sketch and trying to function, and there's one benefit to this new computer. I actually have a shutter on my camera.
Oh, yeah.
So I can actually lock out the webcam from being able to record or see.
Yeah. Kid Sis has one of those. Yeah. I just
it's a handy feature. That shows how little I trust people.
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder why I don't trust people.
Because of shit like this.
I mean,
as far as any news on the Hollywood strike lockout, no. Like I said, I'm part of the thing of why, if it happens, it happens, whatever. But it's like they've burned so much goodwill on their side by backing all kinds of stupid shit. It's like nobody cares anymore. I'm just hoping.
And that's the problem is I actually think there's legitimate issues that are really affecting the small people in Hollywood that are part of this strike.
Yeah, but they've trashed their own take the most. Like nobody cares.
I really think Fran is actually trying to find a common ground for people.
Yeah, Fran Drescher is doing a good job, but it's like, again, nobody cares.
In her tenure, in the little time she's been leading it, they have removed the black balls on all kinds of conservative actors. She has actually called out a lot of the abuse of people. They've actually done stuff to help start paying people living wages and stuff like that. She's actually pushing to pay people on set so they're not being screwed out of their savings to do these jobs. She's really, as much as I don't like a lot of her politics, I think she really is trying to actually make Hollywood better.
Yeah.
I just don't know if she can even save it at this point.
Yeah.
But I've got to give her credit. She really is trying.
Yeah. Some people, it's like, here's a realm. Okay, you're suited for this. Yeah, great. And the question of where are the kitties?
Well, Panther is running around trying to hump everything that moves.
Well, He's a boy.
Baby girl's being chased by him half the time.
Yeah.
Ornery is in the blanket laying by my feet, hiding from both of them.
Okay.
He's a boy and he's in puberty. Being fixed is not keeping him from having hormones.
Yeah, I know. The rest of the body is still going, hey, we got, it doesn't matter. Just shooting blanks. Okay. It's still going to be shooting. How many actor producers are forced to, again, not much is going on because nobody really gives a shit. Because they've totally burned through their goodwill.
And like I said, I think it's actually in some ways tragic because I think that there are genuinely good people out in Hollywood that are trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
And I actually do think Fran's one of them, despite my issues with her. She's saying, don't do this stuff where you're persecuting people. Don't do this stuff where you're going after people. Don't treat people this way. Don't do this. Don't do that. She's really trying to find the common ground in the center. It's like, okay, let's go back to you remember the show Wings, right?
Yeah.
Remember the two main actors?
Yeah.
Both of them are flaming hard left liberals.
Yeah.
One is a complete and utter arrogant asshole to everybody about it. The other one has been banned on over 50 different liberal websites at this point for defending conservatives and saying don't attack them. They just think different than us. Which one's a decent person?
Yeah.
That's the difference. We don't have to agree, but find fucking common ground where we can be decent to one another.
Yeah, Weber seems like a nicer guy anyway.
Oh, yeah, he does. And it tells you something that you knew which one it was.
Well, we've talked before.
But he's done interviews with conservative media going, I don't want him to treat you this way, guys. I'm sorry. And stuff like that. It's like, I have to give him that credit.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that I don't think he's batshit, because I think both sides are. And they're on the heart of the side, so they're going to be in my batshit list. But I think he's genuine. So since we started doing this together, I've done the prep lines on 5 sketches.
Okay.
Ta-da!
And how many are safe to sew?
None of these actually have the full butt or
okay.
chest. They're just sketch line.
Yeah.
This is the last one I inked recently.
Okay.
I mean, most of them aren't nude. There are a few nude ones, but most of them are safe for work. At least semi-safe.
Or it's safe for YouTube.
No, when I do this one, it totally won't be.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking next produced video on this subject is going to be, a funeral for Indigo White. The persona and all that stuff. The actual girl, we're waiting for him to come back, but as far as the online persona of Indigo White, that's dead now. That just got shot through the heart with that one stunt. Congratulations. Whichever one of you assholes did this, congratulations. Yeah. You just killed Indigo White's reputation online. Because the one thing was she loved her fans and you could trust her. Can't anymore. Even if you got my number some other way, the impression is still there. You got the information and used it. You cannot be trusted. She cannot be trusted. Congratulations. I hope you're happy now. Real good fucking birthday present for her. Destroying her reputation online. In front of God and everybody. Because this is live, remember? This is a live stream. It's going out. That is one thing, actually, because one of the things with our Galactica group is nose art for our Vipers. And I've been playing around with different ideas, but basically some kind of cheesecake nose art. My call sign is old school. And something with a gal wearing nothing but a old colonial warrior jacket and a helmet. Or just have the helmet nearby. Yeah. I'll sketch up some ideas and send it over to you. Maybe you can come up with something.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, if you're worried about, you gave information to Indy, You don't want to get out? Get the fuck out. Just get out now. There's nothing left here in any way to pay attention to. Again, and if we can get our head out of our ass and kick these guys to the curb and we start rebuilding, then I'll send you a high sign and okay, it's safe to come back now. But for now, get the fuck out. This is your storm warning right now. Evacuation. Get the hell out. I didn't think it'd come to this point, but here we are. Okay. Because we're at a point where this is the storm warning going off. They'll blow the sirens. Get out. Because they're showing that certain the impression had been given that any privileged information you gave her can no longer be trusted as staying privileged. They will use it as a weapon against anybody who crosses them. It might take them a while, because it took like 2 or 3 days of me calling them out before they finally pulled this stunt. But I don't know, somebody a little less, inclined to go online and do it publicly, I don't know, they might go after you quicker, they might go slower, but either way, they'll go after you. They showed that. And Indy, look at what has happened here. Take a look at what has actually happened there. They demonstrated you cannot be trusted with personal information. And that was one of the things that kind of was a hallmark of your online reputation, the fact you could be trusted. That you would actually get a connection between with your and that's gone now. That is totally destroyed. With 1 2-second phone call, with not saying a word. Well, again, as far as changing phone numbers, that's up to you. But it's like just get the hell out. And again, block these assholes. Especially Indy. Block these guys. Get rid of them. They are not your friends. Every one of these guys is either actively bringing you down or helping them. None of these guys can be trusted. They're all a bunch of dickheads. And again, in one case, and that's all the same person. 3 active multiple accounts, making it sound like, 3 times. No, because again, with this one here, the stupid fuck actually posted one of herself as she posted over here. It's like real smart, yeah. But every one of these motherfuckers, it's like, get rid of them. They just torpedoed your entire reputation. And everybody else, get the fuck out. Unfollow now, get the fuck out. Again, pay attention to my stuff here, because I'll let you know when we finally get her out of this thing and we can start rebuilding. But for now, it's trashed. I don't know what can be salvaged now. Right? And at this point, it's just trying to get her safe and get her out of these assholes. I don't know what's going to be saved now of her online activities. Because you just trashed it, guys. Congratulations.
I mean, before I draw the rest of the stuff in.
Boobs.
Arms up.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand how somebody can fall for this shit. And yet I do.
Well, again, I figured,
that's the dangerous thing.
Just keeping her constantly stoned all the time. All those $42 donations on her on her stream, that was the level to make her take a hit. And Gene there was the one who was really, 42. I mean, play the tape. We got a lot of $42 chat. Yeah. That's the prompter to take a hit off the bong. And she already did a massive hit on that bong before she started reading that application. So she was already high as a fucking kite when the whole thing started. And they just kept going at it, And I think that's how they got in, just keeping her stoned where she wasn't really paying attention. And they all snuck in, wormed their way into her trust. And guess what? Indy, your mods are fucking psychopaths. With that one, and with all the threats they've been throwing around and everybody, and blocking everybody in sight, and that one stunt right there proved it. They are fucking psychopaths. They are not your friends. So not anybody you'd want to be friends with. You got to get away from these guys as soon as fucking possible. If you're watching this, whatever they got planned, no, fuck that. Go to your sister's, go have dinner at the Brown Derby, and then plan on getting the fuck back to Seattle. Do not have anything more to do with these guys. They've already single-handedly destroyed your online reputation here. I'm pretty sure I would not be able to figure out any dungeon. Plus, a lot of dungeons are people's houses. Okay, they got a dungeon room, and this shit's going on at Lana's apartment. I have no fucking clue where she is. I'm assuming West Hollywood because that was one in a hint there. But it's like, what's it going to take, Indy? What is it going to fucking take? You finally wake up and see who the monsters you have associated yourself with. This is beyond stupid, okay? Because again, it's like these guys, they're shown to be very, kind of vicious and clever and conniving and not terribly smart, okay? Yeah. Ah, okay. Boob window.
Gotta have boob windows. Mm-hmm. For a quick sketch.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nail out some ideas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We're getting much better at that.
Tell you what, Indy, once you get through this thing and get back to doing your own cosplay ideas, have you considered Power Girl? I mean, you're not in the superhero stuff, I know, but because Raven was kind of an exception. And you're wanting to do Starfire, I hope, still. Although whether that's going to include painting yourself orange or not, that's up to you. But, yeah, these are the kind of people that usually warn you not to get associated with in porn. But yeah, Power Girl, white leotard with a boob window. You just probably cut it out there.
It's an easy cosplay.
Yeah, it's an easy. And again, let me pull up a picture here. Yeah, let's see, get a good picture. Yeah, here's a good one. Hold on. Back that up here. Just do the open image. I don't want the entire text.
I mean, I know ex-porn stars. I know current porn stars. I know cam artists. I know Playboy bunnies. And guess what? None of them would go into what you're describing.
They would not put up with this shit. Okay, what are you doing? You're destroying my audience. Fuck you. You're gone. Now, there we are. Let me pull this down for a bit so you can see everything. There's Power Girl. I think this background story is the alternate universe version of Supergirl all grown up. And again, this, you might have stuff already on hand to do this.
It's a pretty easy one to put together.
But the main thing is the boob window there. That's always one of the hallmarks of the character. Because he
gotta love a good boob window.
Big old cleavage. That's the most popular. There's the variations on it, but usually you got to have that boob window in there. And I think a lot of it is kind of the same reason that Frank Miller gave in Dark Knight Returns of why he wears a big orange, yellow, big orange bat thing on, in the middle of the chest. It's an obvious target. Make them shoot there, and of course armor the hell out of it. Because it's easier to do that than having to armor his head. Give them an easy target to go for, and they'll go for it, and of course, foil the plan. But so some, I'm gonna shoot her right in the chest. Nope, that didn't work.
Booby windows. I'm learning how to do good boob windows.
Put this back up. Again, block these assholes. Get the hell away from her as fast as you can, guys. Because I'm sorry, but the Indigo White universe is no longer safe. It has been taken over by fucking psychopaths that are going through a scorched earth policy on anybody that gets in their way. So all I can say is get the hell out. Some of us will stick around to try and pick up the pieces afterwards, but it's like in the meantime, here we go. There we go. Again, this is from my highly jealous wife, who half the time's been ready to slap the both of us with a 2x4. Okay.
The both?
Yeah, me and Indy both. Okay. But watching her older videos, when I've been running, this was a nice kid early on. Just a year ago. Not even that long. Not even going back to 5 years. No, just a year ago before this shit started going weird. I mean, she'd go on a stream and chat, and it just light up. That was one of the kicks of her days, interacting with the audience, with the stream, and talking to people. And now it's she's a fucking burnout now. Like, come on, Yuppers. So let's pick this back up here. Block them. Get rid of them. Indy, kick these guys to the fucking curb. They're bringing you down. Again, the one little stump there, they just completely destroyed your reputation. Nobody has any reason now to stick around. If this video has any impact at all, your numbers are going to take a nosedive overnight. Listen, I think I'm going to go through here and pick out that clip to make sure that they're not going to go through an hour worth of video to see. Yep, guess what? Here it is. Anybody sent information to Indy on a privileged basis, it's no longer privileged. It's now being weaponized. You get in their way, you're going to get hit. So get the fuck out. Head for the hills. If you're just looking for someone to jack off to, there's lots of women on Pornhub to do that.
There's lots of women everywhere to do that.
Yeah, there's plenty of lots of free porn out there, guys. But for now, the girl we all fell in love with is not at home. She's been submerged under some kind of marijuana haze, and whatever love bombing these guys have been dumping on her ass over the past 6 months or so. Until she comes out from that, no point sticking around. You're not going to get any decent content. It's going to be nothing but femboy shit from here on out until she finally gets her head out of there. So, enjoy the older stuff, but anything current. Again, she hadn't done a live stream in about a month. She hadn't posted a video and gotten in more than that long time. In fact, the last video she posted on her channel was about me. So upset about what I had supposedly done. Totally misinterpreting what I had done, but I didn't get a chance to explain myself. That's what prompted this latest round of shit. As I said, call me out, I will respond. And this is part of me responding. And I said, guys, girls, get the fuck out. It's about to go up, and it's going up right now. That burning smell you're picking up on is her reputation down in flames. So I think we're going to end that because it's an hour and a half. Any longer than that, we're going to have problems here. So.
Yeah,
what's this
I kind
here?
of get that.
Well, the thing is, she doesn't play those kind of games. The closest she gets is Genshin. She doesn't play Cyberpunk. I can't even get her interested in fucking Fortnite. So. Yeah. Final warning here. Block these assholes. Block every fucking one of them. And anybody who joins in to help them along and cheer them on, block them too immediately. Doesn't matter if you're blocked by them. Block them back.
Here's a rule for you for online interactions. Always block back, because a lot of people will use block as a way to stalk people and harass them without them knowing.
Mm-hmm. Well, again, getting her interested in Cyberpunk is one. I don't. That game's so glitchy anyway. I'm not, I don't think I'd go for it. But because what we've been doing on our side here is I've been saying, no, block these guys. Don't just because they blocked you, that just means you can't see what they're doing. They'll still see what you're doing, unless you block them back. And on this whole thing, the only one I haven't blocked is Indy yourself. The rest of these guys, no, you don't get to see it. Oh, I don't know. It depends on how soon, I can get my hours up and the money starts flowing a little better. But even then, I'm not interested. I've seen enough gameplay with Cyberpunk that, no. And I don't know about Starfield. It looks a lot like Traveler, frankly. I don't know. Unless it's free to play, too. It's like, even then, it's like... Right now, my only concern is getting something, get a faster computer with a, big old hard drive so I can start, getting back in the games. And again, Fortnite, I can run okay for the most part. It still gets a little glitchy. But I can get somewhere. If I can get one that will run Fall Guys, that would be the big hint that I can run anything. Yep.
I think I'm getting better at quick drawing these.
Yeah. Oh, I think with that one there'd be an exposed nipple.
Depends. It's probably very slight amount sticking out.
I think it'd be more than a slight amount.
Depends on the girl.
It'd be more like a slight amount being hidden. The rest would be wallow.
Like I said, depends on the girl.
Yeah, I know.
Big ones, they sometimes have a little bit of a
true. Yeah.
Bras.
Actually, mine are kind of on the underside.
Or in my case, there's really nothing to see unless they get cold.
Yep.
I am weird. I have like tiny little anime nipples.
Oh, okay.
And they disappear. So it's like I kind of have to remember that when I'm doing other people's, and I'm not sure I'm not adding scallops to this one.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to end the live part here. We'll continue talking afterwards, but I think we're going to end the live part right now. So guys, and again, I'm gonna clip out that one part, do a thing of just on that, Sean. Yep, here we go. This is the death of Indigo White's online reputation. Enjoy yourselves. So we'll talk at you later.